Hey guys, in this video we're going to be doing a full comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the LG G2. Starting off with the design of both of these phones, they're both very thin. They have a nice profile, they're also really light as well. They're nice to hold in your hand. The back of the phone is slightly different on both of them. They're both plastic, but LG has decided to put the buttons on the back of their phone to save some space and make it a little bit thinner. Both of these phones only have one speaker and they're both good, but they're nothing to really rave about. One of the biggest talking points when comparing these two phones are the displays. The Galaxy S4 has a 5-inch Super AMOLED display which looks really good, and the LG G2 has a 5.2-inch display which basically goes to the very edge of the phone. There's almost no bezel on the LG G2 display on the left and right side. The display on the LG G2 is so sharp, so color accurate, and so crisp that I think it beats out the Galaxy S4 Super AMOLED display that tends to oversaturate things and just make things look unnatural. The S4 is boasting some impressive specs with an octa-core processor and 2GB of RAM, while the LG G2 has a quad-core CPU with 2GB of RAM as well. The G2 as a daily driver has been really impressive, and LG's skin on top of Android is pretty cool. It's very animated, it's very smooth, and very lag-free. They did a really good job at optimizing their software on top of Android to be lag-free. Now, TouchWiz on the Galaxy S4 is good at times, but it definitely lags at certain points for no reason, which is really just unacceptable with an octa-core processor. Everybody knows that smartphones nowadays are really fast, but just how fast are they side by side with these two phones? Well, we're going to test that right now. And both of these phones do have impressive results, but the G2 in Quadrant does beat out the Galaxy S4, and with Geekbench 3 on both of these devices, the G2 does slip ahead of the Galaxy S4 in this test as well. In the Ice Storm Unlimited benchmark, the LG G2 flies ahead of the Samsung Galaxy S4. There's pretty much no competition here. And with GFX Bench with an on-screen 1080p performance test, the LG G2 wins as well. The Galaxy S4 does beat it with JavaScript performance in their default browsers. With flagship specs, you do expect a good camera as well, and both of these phones have good cameras. They're both 13 megapixels, but the LG G2 beats the Galaxy S4 because it has 60 frames per second video recording. The GS4 is only 30 frames per second. They both have good camera software. You can tweak a lot of things. They have a lot of different modes you can choose from. But for right now, let's take a look at some of the pictures on both of these devices that I took side by side. You be the judge of who's the winner of the photos.